world of yachting that puts demands upon traditional builders to refresh their product range year in and year out, it's easy for designers to fall into the trap of making changes just for the sake of change. Every so often though, a fresh, new concept arrives out of left field from a fresh new builder made up of people who want to produce something, not just to be different, but because they are different. This video presents to you a yacht that may be a new name to some, designed by a studio that most certainly isn't. The Dynamiq shipyard was founded with a very clear mission in mind, and their GTT 115 yacht encapsulates the ethos that drives this builder. Here we'll be looking at the design choices that raise eyebrows and garner admiration, the hidden gems of engineering that distinguish this yacht from her rivals, and we'll enter the world of yacht ownership to live life on board this exquisite example of Italian craftsmanship. The influence of Studio Porsche design on the GTT 115 is subtle but significant. Targa-style mullions embellish the soft curves of the superstructure, and the elegant transom is said to have drawn inspiration from the Mission E concept car. Inside, a discreet use of carbon fibre, soft leathers, and automobile-style accessories give a strong nod to who is behind the aesthetic decisions on this yacht, and the entire vessel is painted in one of the Porsche livery colours, rhodium silver. The DNA that Dynamiq shares with Porsche is not just limited to cosmetic appearance though. One of the things that impressed me the most about this yacht as I learned more about her is the depth of attention that's gone into her engineering. Now, good engineering is not cheap to come by, but it does enhance the owner's enjoyment when he uses the yacht. A good example of this is the choice to use Fortiers pods for the propulsion. Now, usually a yacht will have a propeller and a propeller shaft. Using pods means there is no shaft. Now this is more efficient, it's more quiet, there's less vibration. Actually, one of the viewers of my YouTube channel asked me the question in the comments section saying, why don't all yachts use electric pods? So recently I was talking to one of Italy's top naval engineers and I asked him that very question. He said to me, it really is the best system for propulsion, but it's quite expensive, so you tend to find this system only on very large yachts where the expense can be absorbed in the total price of the yacht. Now that wasn't a consideration for Dynamiq. For them, for something as important as the propulsion of a yacht, only the best would suffice. This attention to engineering is also reflected in the hull that was developed for Dynamiq by famed naval architects Vripak. The rounded bilge shape reduces drag and consequently fuel consumption, whilst the vertical stem of the bow is a clever way to increase the waterline length, having a knock-on effect of improving performance. Most yachts of this size will have two stabiliser fins, but not the Dynamiq GTT 115. This has 4 custom-built stabiliser fins in another example of excellent engineering, with the objective of increasing the owner's comfort and pleasure on board. Possibly the most unusual and interesting feature of the engineering though is found underneath the stern of the yacht. Here, a fixed foil has been fitted that's known as a hull vane. It is a patented system developed by the Dutch naval architects company Van Hoosanen. Take a look at these images of the trials of the system in a test tank. You can see how the vane really does reduce the turbulence in the wake, and it also acts to create hydrodynamic lift for the hull. All of this, the hull shape, the stabilisers and Van Hoosanen's hull vane, are engineering achievements with the express purpose of improving the owner's enjoyment of his yachts. Of course, it should go without saying that a yacht is built for an owner to enjoy. Sometimes though, when the designer gets that pen in his hand and the creative juices start to flow, form can take precedence over functionality. Now, Dynamiq was sure to make sure that didn't happen. While the yacht does have a very distinctive form, it's also very practical. Look at the sun deck as an example. This is a 95 square meter sun deck on a 115-foot yacht. It has everything. It has a barbecue, a dining area, lots of sunbathing space. It even has a 75-inch home theatre screen. Actually, every aspect of this yacht has been thought out so that the owner is comfortable and relaxed on board his yacht. The master stateroom is a haven of tranquility. Full beam, midships and located below deck. Here, carbon fibre trimming reminds one of the automobile design heritage of this yacht and blends seamlessly into the soft leathers and exotic woods that have been tastefully selected. Each of the 3 staterooms on this yacht are designed with a clear brief to indulge the guests in a cocoon of comfort. Luxury, but not opulence. Understated elegance that will enchant those that have the unique pleasure of staying on board her. Ascending into the main deck lounge on this yacht after a restful night's sleep is the perfect catalyst to an owner's day in the sun. Full height windows allows the sun's rays to enter the yacht unhindered, exalting the use of natural fabrics and materials that are both restful to the eyes and sensual to the touch. And what a very clever idea this is. The circular formal dining table located in the lounge area can be closed within the confines of the yacht for privacy and intimacy, or opened up to become part of the aft deck itself if the owner prefers to enjoy dining al fresco. This ingenious sliding door system not only seems to extend the size of the lounge, it also brings the already generous proportions of the aft deck right up inside the yacht's superstructure, removing all conventional barriers between the interior and the exterior, inviting you to step out into the fresh air and fully enjoy the sunshine and your surroundings. And when the beckoning of the water gets too much and you just have to leave the confines of this amazing vessel to enjoy the sea, access could hardly be easier, as this well-proportioned and comfortable swim ladder transforms into a staircase into the ocean. For water sports lovers not content with taking a plunge for an idle swim, the GTT 115 holds an unexpected surprise in her forward garage, where a 16-foot tender and jet ski are safely concealed but easily accessible for the owner's use. You know, keeping the tender and the toys in the forward area of the yacht really does make a lot of sense. Usually guests on a yacht of this size will want to get up, have their breakfast and then go for a dip in the sea. And if they have to wait for the crew to launch the tender and the toys before they can do that, it's just holding them back from getting out there and enjoying themselves. So by locating the tender and toys here, it's away from the breakfast area, it's away from the swim platform, it's far away from the swim ladder. So the crew can launch the tender and the toys without disturbing anybody. A lot of the design features on board this yacht are all about that, all about making life easier for the owner and for his guests so that they can enjoy every moment of their time on board. Now, at the time of filming this video, this actual yacht is for sale. The name of the yacht is one of 7, but I can't help thinking that with the degree of thought and the level of expertise of engineering to create this vessel, they may well have to extend that series to many, many more. To fully appreciate this yacht though, you have to get on board and look around, and I am the man that can arrange that for you. So if you're a qualified buyer and you're considering purchasing maybe one of the more mainstream yachts that's available, before you pull the trigger, do contact me and I would be delighted to show you around this exquisitely engineered machine that is unlike anything you've seen before.